welcome aboard. Areya nabuuza nti aine mashini yeye aine problem eya restarting n'agiteekaho it boots kyonka yayikaari desktop after like running for a minute or two ashanga mashini yayiyawo. So yanabuuza what could be the problem causing this. So ekiniiza kukigarukamu two-way because this might be be tackled from two-way. Ekyokubanza from the software platform. Most times as machine, usually what controls the machine is the operating system, which is your Windows operating system. So with time, as you use your machine, Windows tends to accumulate system errors. Omuza files ezibarukweta DLLs, which are dynamic link files. So as files ezi zija zikatunga mu buzibu okashanga ninga zaba infected or like they got deleted. As you start the machine, of course the machine will cross-check yashanga mu buzibu in those system registry files. There will be a probability that your machine will tend to restart itself. Nochitekaho after some few minutes oshanga machine yayiyawo. So if it is to do with the Windows operating system, that is from the software platform bit, I would advise that you reinstall your Windows operating system. Of course, by that I would believe that your documents are fully backed up, so that waza kutekaho Windows endijo files zawe zibe ziri safely backed up. Of course, this would give you the opportunity that when your Windows is fully restored and reinstalled afresh, you can always restore your files back and you're back in operation. Then, from the hardware basis, there is also, as the machine runs, there is what they call a heat sink. A heat sink, you will tend to find it near cooling a machine, processor ya machine. Near kujikuring on the desktops, you will tend to you find it attached to the processor. So in case fan ya heat sinkage yatunga mu buzibu, ekatandika kuba nti fan tekyabasa kusupplyinga enough air for the processor, you will also have that problem where in case processor ya overheating and the processor is not able to take the temperatures, the machine will tend to go off as a means of self-protection. So from the hardware basis, you would also need probably to call in a technician akuchekingire alebe processor fan eri kusitama ari processor yawe kureba is it running properly, and abasana okucheba na temperature of the processor yajikwata hakareba the temperatures are really so high, then you would probably need to buy a new heat sink which would be attached on your processor so that it's able to do its ventilation work, giving fresh air to your machine. For the laptop users, if you are also one experiencing the same problem, I would advise most times we are checking our laptop yawe noza kuchebera ntu mu sides nebeine like they are vents basically. Now these vents most times on a laptop, they are not there for decoration. They are there to make sure that at least as your laptop is being operated, there's enough fresh air that comes in and is able to go to the board, go to the processor, so that it does not overheat. And for the laptop users, of course, there is most people who tend to for the laptops but take surfaces which are not conducive. Shangoria laptop yagitekanka, let me say, on a bed, on a blanket, then a blocking abulia vents abulia laptop. So of course when you block this and the laptop is not passing out fresh air, there's no enough fresh air that is coming in to the processor. Yeah, that could also bring about the processor overheating and in the end, of course, your laptop would be making those restarts where you start it and it keeps booting over and over again. So still, even for the laptop, if you're having that kind of challenge, I would advise you get in touch with the technician wawakuchekingire yagigwire areebe processor yayo, is it overheating, is the fan, the one that is attached, the one that brings in fresh air to the processor, is it bringing in enough air? So at least depending on what is found out, then of course if it is the fan that needs a replacement, then you can always replace that the fan unit, the one that does the ventilation work. So that would be for the hardware, if you are to tackle that problem from the hardware basis. So ekintu ekyokurestartinga, just for a reminder, as I've said, that can either be software based in case where you find operating system yawe corrupted, or kyakiri kya hardware overheating, which also can be solved by solving the ventilation system. If it is the system fan, you can always get another system fan for the laptops. For the desktop users, yeri heat sink, that sink heat set unique, you can always get another unit that should be able to serve you better, and your machine should not be able to switch itself off over and over and over again. So that would be my recommendations. Kizibu ekyoguma machine require restarting all the time over and over again. So I hope this question has been answered fully. Thank you.